All right, guys, law number one is purpose. It's going to be really difficult for you to try to reach your health and fitness goals if you don't have a purpose, if you don't know what your why is. Uh, why is it important? Well, I mean, your why is going to be your driving force. It's going to be the gas that fuels your heart. It's going to be the thing that pushes you to go and to keep going and to keep going harder. It's going to be that thing that you're going to think about when you feel like you want to quit and you want to give up. But this thing is so important to you that you can't imagine yourself living without it. That's what this why has to be. Um, and, it has to be deeper than just some, average emotional goal, which I see a lot. Like, oh, my boyfriend dumped me because he said I was kind of big. Honestly, great motivator in the beginning, but when your muscles start burning and when you don't feel like getting up out of the bed to go and run some miles or something, that's not going to push you. You're going to just, who cares about him? Who cares about her? Like, really, I don't care. Those things, it's cool to use those in those, in those smaller moments, but you have to think about the big picture. Really, what is your purpose? And your purpose is a whole bunch of mini goals put together that creates one great why. So the whole revenge thing, that's only going to take you so far. So really dig down deep and figure out what your purpose is. Um, I mean, maybe you want to live. So let's break that down. Let's say you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, or something like that. Those things can end your life, and they are also within your own hands to you can control those things. Um, so that can be one goal. You want to get your blood pressure down. Another goal, maybe you breathe heavy walking up the stairs. Maybe you dread the metro escalators being out. That could be you. That could be something that you use to help fuel you. But that's a mini goal. That can't be your ultimate goal because at the end of the day, you're not going to sit up there and be like, well, just in case Metro goes out, I want to make sure I can walk up the stairs. That's not going to be a goal that's going to really, really push you too far. Um, because when you feel that burning in your muscles and your chest is hurting and your lungs feel like they're about to burst, honestly, you're going to find yourself searching for a greater goal, a greater purpose. So putting these things together is going to help you. Uh, so remember, it's a combo of many goals. So really start jotting down all those things that frustrate you about yourself, about your life, just in general. Start jotting down some things you want to see change in the world because a lot of times we expect the world to change without us changing first. Um, so that's also part of your purpose. Uh, something else that I like to do is and I suggest that you try this. Think about who you really believe you are. Not the person you are right now, but the person that in the back of your mind you strive to be. You know, um, who is that person? What what does that person do? What's going to help you become that person? What kind of characteristics does that person display? Because those are going to be the things that are going to have to transition in your life so that you can become that person. Um, and then you really have to start thinking about everything that person, has to do in order to make themselves be that person every day. For instance, I know a lot of people have goals to have a flat tummy and, all this other stuff. But let's just take that. All right. Let's say you do want to have you want to have flat abs, low body fat or something like that. Um, Let me tell you a few things about that person. Okay. That person works hella hard. They definitely pay attention to what they're eating. They focus on their workouts. They don't do 30-minute express workouts. I'm going to be real with you. That person is not working out 2 to 3 times a week. They're working out an average of 5 times out of the week. Uh, they have learned to love the pain of the burn, and they've learned to push beyond that. That person has a lot of determination, and they are all about the follow through and the finish. That's a lot of stuff right there. And no one's saying that you're gonna become those things overnight, but those are some of the things you have to remember when you're working out, when it's time to eat, you know, when you're burning. Think about the person that you want to be and all the characteristics that go along with that person. That's what you're striving to be. That's what you're going for, and that is going to be the why that's going to help push you beyond the burn and the fatigue. So in order to go the distance, in order to stay consistent, Your why is going to have to be on point. I'll be more than glad to help you out, help you to figure out what your why is, but you're gonna have to keep it real with yourself in order to get there. Because it can't be some little surface goal like, oh, I just I want to see, I don't know, my arms be smaller. Because when your arms are burning because you're doing bicep curls and tricep dips, you're gonna be like, forget my arms. Your purpose has got to be greater than just one small thing. It has to be a whole bunch of mini goals that create one huge goal that's really important to you and that's really going to stand the test of time, the test of the burn and the fatigue, and the test of you wanting to be doing something else. Regardless of whatever circumstances that you're faced with, your purpose has got to be greater than those circumstances. Otherwise, you're going to allow so many things in your life to distract you from your goal, and you're going to be right back here in a week, 2 months, 3 months, or you may not ever even get started because your purpose wasn't great enough. It wasn't a great enough driving force to get you to where you were hoping to go. So purpose, big deal. Make sure you really sit down and focus on it. And if you need the help, go ahead and holler at me, email me, and I help you out the best I can.